The donkey in a lion's skin. The quiet braying of pretending. In a valley bordered by vine-struck grasslands and forests that hummed forgotten ballads, there lived a donkey named Bhola. His coat was ordinary, his days predictable. He hauled firewood, turned water wheels, and bore laughter, often not kindly laughter, but the sort that stings from behind. Yet Bhola bore it all. Donkeys, after all, were expected to. They were born into burdens. He found solace in moonlit stillness when the village slept and the air, at last, made no demands. One such night, beneath the banyan's shade, Bhola heard rustling. A strange breeze carried a scent unfamiliar yet thrilling, of musk and dominance, of wildness unconstrained. From a pile of hunters' remnants emerged a lion's skin, discarded like an arrogance that had grown old. Its mane was tangled, but its power still lingered like heat from ashes. Bhola stared. A thought, not his usual kind, not wary or practical, fluttered through him like the first gust before a storm. If I wear this, would they still laugh? So he did. He draped the lion's skin across his back. It hung oddly, but the golden light of morning played tricks, and from a distance, even the sharp-eyed crow mistook him for the king of the jungle. Bhola walked through the fields. Silence followed. The cows bowed low. The shepherds froze. Even the monkeys in the neem tree screamed and scattered. Bhola felt something he had never tasted before, not just respect, but reverence. For once, no one mocked his gait. No one called him slow. No one saw the donkey. And yet, inside the skin, Bhola remained unsure. Each step felt larger than him. Each silence heavier. He missed the rhythm of familiar hooves on soil. He missed the songs of the field hands, even the mocking ones. But the pull of illusion is sweet. He kept wearing the skin. Until, one day, a group of children wandered too close. They didn't run, they watched, wide-eyed, expectant. Bhola wanted to roar, to stamp, to assert his pretend majesty. Instead, habit, heartache, or just a momentary slip, he brayed. Loud. Honest. Echoing through the trees like a truth long caged. The children gasped. One giggled. Another shouted, "That lion sings like Bhola Anna." And the illusion unraveled. The lion's skin slipped. In moments, word spread. It was Bhola all along. The villagers laughed harder than ever, not cruelly, this time, but with relief. The mighty predator was no threat. Just a familiar friend playing dress-up. Bhola stood still as they pulled off the hide, patted his head, and led him back to the old stone trough. His pride stung, yes. But as he drank from the cool water, he caught sight of himself reflected, not a lion, not even a clever trickster, but himself. And somehow, that began to feel enough. Moral, pretending can bring short-lived power. But authenticity, even when humble, carries peace that pretense never can. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. ALP Academy, learn lightly, grow deeply.